Hi, today I want to go through attaching a program in Sector. Now, you might have had a program in the previous year and you want to attach it to your brand new class in the current year, and this is the process you go through. Sector has changed quite a bit in the way it looks, so this is an updated video for the start of 2018. If you start in the teaching workspace, this is a timetable like anybody might have, and you can see these classes here. These classes here are classes that have programs attached. Now, if you want to color these classes, one thing you have to do is make sure the advanced options are selected there. Sometimes they're not, and then you can go ahead and choose a color for that class, and that really helps you to identify when that class is occurring. So here's a class over here. Let's take this Year 3 art class. There's two ways that you could do this. If I select the middle of the class here and go to load the list of programs, this will bring up all of the programs then that you were involved with in the timetable period selected. So if we're looking back in the previous year, you may need to make a selection there for the programs in the previous year as well. So now, once I've got that list up, I've just got to go through and look for the Year 3 art program. That's the one that I'm looking for. And I can see here it is here, it's labeled clearly. So make sure when you're labeling or naming your program that it's really clear what year level it is and what year it's being used in. So I can see this was the program that was used in the previous year. And this column here also shows me what classes this program was attached to. So I can clearly see that's the right program. If I click the Edit Collaboration Settings on that program, this shows me which classes this program was attached to last year, and what I'm going to do is go and find the class for this year. And a lot of the time Sector's pretty good at guessing. Sometimes you may need to type the teacher's name in here, the first name of the teacher, and select the correct timetable period. So in this case it might be 2018 Semester 1 Junior School, and it will look through all of the classes with that teacher's name and it will find the one that we're looking for. So I'll do that in this case just so you can see. So I've typed in the first name of the teacher. I've selected all classes for 2018 Semester 1 Junior School. It might be Senior School if you're doing this as a senior school teacher. And then I've just got to find the right one. Now let's do this one here. I can see 2018 Semester 1 Junior School Art 3A. It's got the teacher's name. You need to look for a program that has the teacher's name under it. That's the correct one. And we're going to copy. Notice Sector doesn't give us the opportunity to share because we're not going to share between years. We're just going to copy from one year to the next year. So I select copy, ask me if I'm sure, I say yes, and then OK. If I go back to the timetable now, you can see there's now a program attached to that Year 3 class. There it is, ready to go. I can look at the marks book if I want to. I can click on here. Probably the first thing that you want to do when you do this is change the name. So this is now Year 3 Art Year 3 2018. Just some of the things in the settings down here, show all resources will just make sure any documents that you upload, if you do, the students will be able to see those. If you are not looking at all of the lessons, so when the students are looking here, if they don't need to see all of the lessons down the side, if they just need to see the cover page and you're going to put everything that you want them to see on the cover page, then I think it's wise to tick show only cover page. Okay. Next thing that you'd want to edit would be the overview. When you copy a class across from year to year, the previous year's overview will still be in there. So you can then edit this from here. If you want to, you can also add a title. So just by clicking and dragging and dropping that in there, I can call this program Art Year 3 2018. Select apply, and that will give us a little bit of a heading. So I can put anything that I want in here. If you can't see anything in here, then what you just need to do is click and drag this in. So Legacy Editor is the one that we've used in the past. If it's just some text that you want to use, you can click and drop that in there, and then you'll be able to type text. However, if there is a table involved, if you're copying and pasting a table from Word, you need to use the Legacy Editor and drag that one in and paste the table in there. Anytime any of these modules you don't want, you can just click on the bin icon and delete them there. Okay, so I could delete this one here as well, but I'm going to leave it there because it has the overview, and now I can just adjust that according to what I want. Next thing here is I'm going to share this program with the other Year 3 art program. So if I head across to the collaboration settings, and again, if you're doing this on your program, under your login, you might see the class sitting right there. If not, type in your name, type in the timetable period, and there it is there. That's the other art class. Now in this case here, I'm going to share the program. So that means that the cover page and the assessments will be common in both of them. So I definitely do want to attach that program. Click on OK. And now if I go back to my main timetable, you will see that the other Year 3 art class now has a program attached, and both of these programs are the same. So any assessments that you add in there, any changes you make to the cover page, those two are there for both classes. So that's a basic getting started on sector programs.